Who are the Mfengu people? During the early 19th century, the Mfecane, a time of severe conflict and displacement in Southeast Africa, caused several Nguni chiefdoms and clans to break up. Some clans were destroyed, some were disintegrated, and they got scattered all over. Some managed to regroup and create new nations. Some were taken and enslaved by white settlers. Let us explore the Mfengu ethnic group, popular in the Eastern Cape. These are the effects of Difakane Mfecane. Among those greatly affected were the Hlubi, Zizi, and Bhele. Their descendants came to be known as the Mfengu. Numerous Mfengu communities in the Eastern Cape sought safety and were assimilated into pre-existing Xhosa communities. In many places, the Mfengu, despite their historical distinction, came to be identified with the Xhosa language and culture. However, certain communities have managed to preserve their separate identity and customs. They were formerly known in English as the Mfengu, and they live in a district located in the southwestern part of the Transkei Division in the Eastern Cape province. Some say the name Mfengu means the wanderers. This is derived from the Nguni word ukumfenguza. Like the Bhele people, the Mfengu nation was formed from the clans that broke up and ran away during Shaka Zulu's reign. They were scattered across the country, displaced and seeking refuge during the Mfecane wars. These indicate that they are a group of refugees impacted by the Mfecane. After several years of oppression by the Galega, Xhosa, who called the Mfengu their dogs, they allied with the Cape government. Mfengu migration and settlement patterns were also influenced by colonial policies and the growth of European influence. In the 1830s to 1850s, the British, seeking allies in their frontier wars against the Xhosa, allied with the Mfengu, granting them land in the Ciskei and Transkei regions. In 1835, they were invited by Sir Benjamin Durban to settle along the banks of the Great Fish River in the area that later became known as Ciskei. Some Mfengu were mission-trained and economically mobile, working as soldiers, laborers, and middlemen for the colonial rulers. How did the Mfengu end up settled in present-day Botswana and Zimbabwe? Because they needed a labor force, some white settlers traveled with the Mfengu beyond the present-day South Africa. Certain Mfengu people, particularly those who migrated with Cecil Rhodes in the late 1800s, settled in what are now Botswana and Zimbabwe. Several reasons, such as the desire to escape existing social and political structures, along with the promise of land and opportunities in new areas, contributed to those migrations. Following their migration to Zimbabwe and Botswana, the Mfengu people settled in specific regions, often blending with the local population but preserving some elements of their traditional identity. As early as the 1890s, some Mfengu arrived and served under the British South African Company, BSAC, as laborers, police officers, and soldiers. Some were involved in the construction of the railway line from South Africa, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. This is one of the reasons why the Mfengu are found in these areas far from the Eastern Cape. In addition to that, when the British arrived in the present-day Zimbabwe, they faced tough opposition from Lobengula and the Ndebele people. To suppress the Ndebele opposition, the British employed some of the Mfengu as members of the Cape Police and Native Police units. They eventually became part of Ndebele society, assimilating the language but keeping some Xhosa customs. The large group of the Mfengu people in Zimbabwe is settled in a place called Mbembesi, close to Bulawayo. Early in the 20th century, Mfengu families traveled to Gwanda to work as miners and farmers. Some worked in fields owned by white people and some in gold mines. In Kezi, Plumtree, there is a small Mfengu population which often intermarries with the Bhele and Kalanga communities. Some also say that they traveled as far north as Zambia.